All right, looking forward to that. Thank you, Miles. It is 6:45 now. Republicans on Capitol Hill launched a new push to pass the Save America Act, though it faces an uncertain path ahead. The move is the latest attempt by congressional Republicans to get President Trump's top priorities across the finish line before the midterm elections. As a reminder, the Save America Act is election reform bill, election reform bill that would require Americans to show physical proof of citizenship to register to vote in all 50 states. Senior congressional correspondent Nathaniel Reed is joining us now from Washington, D.C. Nate, there is a lot to this. Can you kind of explain what this is and the new push to pass it? Is it likely to succeed?
Yeah, Aaron, this push to pass it just as much in doubt as the previous pushes from the Trump administration. And by the way, President Trump, in his national address last night, focusing in on this bill as he was expected to, lobbying for it, telling Americans to call their member of Congress or their senator to push them to pass the Save America Act. And it does just what you said. But critics say it could disenfranchise millions of Americans ahead of the midterm elections if it is in fact enacted. This latest push, by the way, engineered to try and pass the bill with no Democrat support. But the reality is it's not clear if there's enough Republicans supporting this bill in the U.S. Senate to get it across the finish line, or whether, with the Senate's arcane rules, this bill can actually pass in its current form. Now, those major questions aside, there's another complicating factor. The chair of the committee that was supposed to work on passing this bill was Republican Senator Lindsey Graham, who died unexpectedly last week. Now, his loss possibly complicating the passage of this bill. And I asked the new chairman, the new incoming likely chairman of the Senate's Budget Committee, if he believes this is going to be a harder task because of the loss of Senator Lindsey Graham, who, by the way, had an excellent relationship with President Trump and the Senate and kind of served as a go-between to try and get the president's agenda across the finish line. Take a listen.
I'm not going to prejudge what we're going to be able to accomplish, but I'm obviously dedicated to passing the Save America Act.
How much harder is it going to be to get this stuff across the finish line without Senator Graham?
Listen, we all mourn his loss. He is irreplaceable. This is going to be difficult regardless. This is not going to be an easy lift, but the first step is getting the effort organized and everybody on the same page.
And it still does not seem like the votes are there in the U.S. Senate to pass the Save America Act. President Trump, though, last night doubling down on his push. A lot of questions about how Republicans would get this across the finish line. And furthermore, the impacts, Aaron, if this were to pass ahead of the midterms. Again, critics saying that millions of Americans could be disenfranchised by this bill if it were passed at the last minute before this election.
Nate, yeah, the key takeaway there is getting everybody on the same page. So we will be watching. Thank you for your time.